So, I do want to say, hey, everyone, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us tonight for our Hyperborea West Marches campaign. As members of our community have rallied together, I put a mission out on the mission board. We had some volunteers, some poor souls come out and say, yes, I want to try to survive the wilds of Hyperborea. So we have some members of our community. So we're going to go ahead and do some quick introductions, and then I will kind of give a little bit of rules, and it'll be kind of a loose flow tonight as these are our community games. Okay, so my name is Trevor. I am your referee, DM, storyteller guy tonight. And below me, I have some members from our community. First, a returning player who's played with me a few times. We have Brian. And Brian, what are you playing tonight?
Hey everyone, I'm Brian, BG33. My character tonight is Azarian Mordos, an Ixian assassin.
We have an Ixian assassin. All right, very cool. And then below him, we have a Chance. Is that correct?
Yep, that's right.
All right, and Chance, what are you playing tonight?
I'm Arminius the Rune Graver, or Arminius, I guess depends.
Arminius the Rune Graver.
How you pronounce it. Yep.
And he's a Roman-picked Rune Graver. I'm excited to see the Rune Graver in action. All right. And then below him, we have Bob. And Bob, what are you playing tonight?
Hey guys, I'm Bob, and I'll be playing Eric Torbjornsson, a Viking Ranger.
A Viking Ranger. And then all the way down at the bottom, we have Jack. And Jack, what are you playing tonight?
I'm Jack and Larry Danger on the boards, and I'm playing a magician named Goon the Cruel.
Goon the Cruel, a magician. Awesome. All right. And he's also half-picked. All right. So the way these games are going to work is we are going to have a one-shot story tonight to kind of begin our West Marches campaign. And the way this game will work is everyone in our Discord that wants to can make a character, and then I will put a mission up on the mission board, or other DMs will, that we do have other DMs. You sign up for those games, and they're one-shots, and they're all kind of loosely connected as we have some shared goals. Tonight will be our kickoff game for this as we move forward. Now, we did have 2 intro games way back in the fall, and some of those characters are kind of moving over. But this is really a fresh start, a reboot for this adventure. So with that, everyone here is level 1, except for our assassin, who is level 3. Brian is returning. He played in the previous couple of games, so he is bringing his level 3 assassin. So 3 level 1s and a level 3. We'll see if they can survive tonight. I will be talking with chat as we play tonight. Normally in our other campaign, we keep it very focused in on the story, but it is our community game, so we're going to be a little bit looser, laughing and cutting up and having a good time with everybody, just to kind of build community in a sense of, hey, we're all sitting around having fun. As I take a drink of my World Series champion Atlanta Braves cup. Just quick reminder that happened. Okay. All right, so moving on. So chat, welcome, come on in. Let's go ahead and get started tonight as we return to the world of Hyperborea. Now, Hyperborea is this very interesting place. It is basically this land that the gods of old have basically torn off and spun off, and it's spinning around Saturn. And as it spins around Saturn, it has very strange day-night cycle. It's very strange months, and it also has a situation where day becomes night very quickly, and vice versa. And in the cycle of Saturn spinning, Hyperborea spinning around Saturn, we are in the cycle where it is towards the end of the cycle, and we have very cold weather. So very short days, long cold nights, and then also just very, very cold weather. And we're going to pick up the story tonight in Dagon Bay. Now, if you're looking at the Hyperborea map in front of us, we have Dagon Bay, which is here, and this will be taking place on this little area here, on this little peninsula that kind of connects to the mainland, and that is where we're going to pick up the story tonight. So I'm going to move over to our community map. And you'll see this little nice map that we made. So this is Cragspire. This is the area. And we're going to be centered on the village of Entella. Now, Entella is a Roman village. It was settled by Romans. It doesn't mean that all the people that live there are Romans, but a good majority of them are. And this is where our story will take place, and where all the West Marches stories will center will be around the village of Entella as we kind of spread out. There are 2 other villages on this peninsula. You have Aberdona, which is far, far across on the other side of the map. What's the Aberdona? That is a picked based village. And then far to the north, we have Albionus, which is a Celt based village. So we have Celts, Picts, and Romans living relatively close on this map. Probably a few days journey or a week between the two, just depending on the weather and how the passage is. But that is where we are. So let's kick up some music and let's begin our game tonight. So as this game begins, it is night, and as it is night, the nights are long. You're talking about an 18-hour night and a very fast, quick 5-hour day. And what the citizens of Entella, what the villagers here have done is they have set up a perimeter of certain points that they know that are dangerous. They know that the mountains to the north and to the northeast are dangerous, so they have a watch there. They also know that the bay is also very dangerous. Not just raiders, particularly Viking raiders that come in, but also certain monsters that come in, particularly crabs. So they are always on the hunt and the watch for the giant crabs that kind of move into the bay and to hunt. So they have set up a tower to overwatch the bay and to make sure that no Viking ships or raiders come in the night, or no monsters or anything come up as well. And that is where we're going to begin our story, is going to be at this tower. Now, at this tower, we have 2 individuals on rotation. They always keep 2 there. And as they have the torches lit, and it kind of serves a little bit of a beacon, but also so they can keep an eye out. It's on like a raised platform overlooking the bay, and 2 of our characters there tonight will be Eric and Goon. Now, Eric and Goon, which is going to be played by Bob and Jack, you 2 are together. And as you 2 are together, you're looking over. You've drawn guard duty. As you're looking over into the night and the cold, you're hunkered down with your wolf cloaks and hides, trying to stay warm in the tower, and looking out into the abyss, into the ocean, and just watching as a tide kind of comes in, and all seems quiet. You see snow coming down, and is at this point that Eric, in the distance, you have your bow kind of like walking and pacing back and forth, stamping your feet, trying to stay warm. That you hear the shuffling sound of feet coming just from the north. Just north of here, there is a small fishing community, and as you look up, you see some people walking down, and this looks to be your replacement, because you're at the end of they usually go in about 8-hour shifts. And as you look, you see 2 other individuals that you know, a young boy named Arminus, about a 15-year-old kid who he's a Viking, but he's been living here for a good bit, and he is traveling in with Azarian, an Ixian fellow that you 2 have known as well. And as those 2 are coming in to relieve you, this is where we will begin tonight, as one rotation of guards is meeting the next rotation of guards. And with that, we begin tonight. So let's begin tonight with Eric. So Eric, as you're looking over and you see your relief coming in, is there anything that you would like to do?
I look over the top of the tower and make sure that it's them. Once I do know it's them, come on up.
Okay.
And I look back towards the water to make sure that we're covered.
You look back towards the water. You see Goon, the magician, that's been sitting next to you in his robes, kind of like curled up, watching the stars. And what you have been watching as you look out is you've been paying more attention to the night sky. The beautiful night sky is the aurora of the blues and the greens of Hyperborea's night sky as it kind of courses over. And there's several meteors and comets that periodically will fly across the sky. And these things are of great interest to you because unlike a lot of these people here, you're a learned man, and you understand certain things about the astronomy and the way things work. So you've been paying a lot of attention to this, and you actually enjoy sitting out here in the cold because it gives you a chance to kind of get out and do some stargazing. Is there anything that you would like to do as you are about to be relieved of your duty?
Yeah, I turn to Eric and I say, Zasakwa, he favors us with the stars above. Has our relief come yet?
Yes, they are climbing the stairs as we speak.
And as you look down, you do hear the clanking of the young boy as his armor. Now, Arminus, what is exactly is your character wearing? Like, what type of armaments?
He wears he has a lot of weapons. He's always prepared for everything. He wears a mammoth hide scale armor.
Okay.
And he usually has his spear out. If he's on guard duty, he would.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, he
does he have a shield as well?
Yeah, he's got a small shield. Yep.
Okay. So the shield is banging up against the armor as you're making your way up. You're the one making the noise. Your friend behind you, the Azarian, very swiftly and deftly moving up the steps. You can't even hear him walking up behind you, and your sound is covering his approach. As you come up, you look up about, and this is only a few times you've actually been selected to do this. This is a newer job for you, so you're still young and excited to spend the next several hours up here. And as you look about in the distance, you look north, back towards Entella, and from Entella you see a very shocking revelation. You see an orange glow coming from the town.
We can see that far through the.
It's
mountains
very. There's not mountains between here. You're elevated, and from the plains, it's a few miles, but you can see an orange glow coming from the town.
Fellas, I think we might have a problem.
I immediately turn and what do you mean?
You look and you see this as well. You see the glow in the distance.
Oh, that could be a very bad problem.
The fact that you can see it from this distance is an issue.
Yeah, that could only be a building or something on fire, potentially.
I think we should make haste.
Azarian, what would you like to do?
Azarian, you see, is shaking from the cold. I hate the cold. And you see as he takes out of his underneath one of the many folds of his kind of loose-fitting clothing, he takes a bit of lotus brandy out and tells Erica, I brought the brandy, and if it means we're going to get a little warmer, I'm all for it.
Okay, so you take a drink as at this point, I guess.
It to the Viking.
Okay.
Hands it off to me and score.
Drinks all around. So after you take a drink and you see in the distance, you hear the waves crashing as tide is coming in over into the bay. But the more important thing is all four of you are looking out as the orange glow seems to grow in intensity in the distance. You're still several miles out, but it is definitely unnerving.
We should get going.
The town, can I ask a question? The population of the town?
Several
roughly?
hundred.
Okay.
Do you think we can just abandon our posts like this?
I think it's our duty to head over there.
Okay. All right, with that, the four of you climb down and make haste as fast as you can. I mean, you all have friends and loved ones back in town that you're concerned about. So as the four of you make haste as fast as you can, it is Eric. How old is your character again, Eric?
14.
He's 14. Okay. So Eric, you're concerned as you're running back, and as you're running back, you're a little ahead of everyone else. You're swifter of foot as you're running, trying to get back. But it is Arminus, our rune graver. As you're running back, you have a sister in town that you're particularly concerned about, Claudia.
Oh boy.
And you're worried about Claudia because she is your sister, and your sister also has a young daughter, Maria, and those are the only ones that you're really close with in town. But as you're running back, your thoughts are going towards both Claudia and Maria as you're trying to run back. As the four of you run back, you spend the next several minutes and moments just rushing as fast as you can, kicking, you know, not trying to be quiet, just running. And as you get closer, you do hear the sound of distant roars, and you hear the sound of different screams in the distance that just kind of echoes through the woods and echoes through the fields as you're running. And quickly, as you come over the hill, you see the city, or the village of Entella. And it is burning. Large pillars of smoke are filling the sky, and there's just mass chaos as you crest the hill. You see bodies laying about. You hear screaming. You hear sword play in the distance. You also hear in the very far distance. You hear roars and grunts and cries. It seems like the combat is still happening. Whatever is happening is still happening. And with that, we're gonna go from top to bottom. Let's start with Brian. Brian, what does Azarius, the assassin, what does he want to do?
So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take note to see if there's any one of the structures that is not burning.
Okay.
And I'd like to climb and get to.
You do see a structure that's not burning. There is a barn to the left. It was a stable, and you see all of the horses seem to be gone, but it is not. It is for a little bit further out, and it has not caught fire. Okay,
I'd like to climb and ascend to the top there.
Okay, so as you bolt to the barn, let's go down to the next. Goon, what do you want to do? So Jack down at the bottom, our magician.
Yeah, I open my robe and release my familiar. His name is Harold, and he's a cat, and I send him ahead to scout. Okay, so you have a little familiar cat named Harold. And what color is Harold? Black.
He's a little black cat. You pull out your familiar, you run him out. He runs and dashes through. Are you going to be using your familiar sight to look around?
Yes.
Okay, so you sit back, and as you do that, your eyes kind of roll back in your skull as the cat runs about, and you see Cat Cam as he's running around, kind of like looking through and seeing. You see a lot of people running back and forth. You do see bodies in the street, and in the distance, you see some very large individuals with large clubs just beating somebody mercilessly in the distance. You see two very large, 8-9 foot. Monstrous men just beating somebody to death in the distance. With that, as that is happening, what is our rune graver, Arminus? What do you want to do?
I'm gonna go to Claudia's house as soon as possible.
You go to Claudia's house. At this point, everyone's kind of separated. You go to Claudia's house. As you get there, the door has been kicked in. It has not been burned, but it has. You look and you see there was actual, looks like combat in here. You see there's a slice inside one of the doors, like maybe a small dagger or something cut into the door. And as you look about, you see that both Claudia and Maria are missing.
Oh boy. Yeah. Gonna have to search through the town.
Okay, so at this point you're panicking and you're looking about, and you see bodies strewn across the streets. As you look about the streets and look for bodies, you see familiar faces, but you're also somewhat relieved that you don't see your family anywhere. You just keep looking. As that is happening, let's go to our other friend. So Eric, I haven't got to you yet. So Bob, what is Eric doing?
So Eric will ready his arrow, notch his arrow, and begin to go down the street looking for whatever is causing all of this.
Okay, so just to set the scene, Azarian has gone for high ground. Yep. Arminus, the rune graver, you've gone to check on your family. Goon, the magician, is sitting back and scouting ahead with the cat. You're actively going down the streets like Wyatt Earp with your bow looking for trouble. I love it. I love the 14-year-old with the bow is looking for the trouble, right? Well, in the distance, you are looking for trouble and you find it. As you look down, you do see two very, very massive individuals with giant clubs, and they finished killing one, and there's a scream in the distance, and one of them runs across into the darkness outside of the city. The other one turns and looks and spots you, picks up his club, and begins to make charge at you. With that, let's roll initiative. We are going to keep this theater of the mind. We're going to start with Brian. Brian, you roll for initiative for the entire party, and I will roll for my guy. Actually, before we do that, you rolled a 5. Let's make some announcements. I have to get used to this. So, let's make some announcements. So, Brian, what are you doing first? So, what is the Azarian? What are you doing first?
Missile attack.
All right, so you see the thing coming in the distance. It's a long shot, but you see it. So, you're planning, you're arching your bow to shoot. With that, let's go down to the magician in the back. You're very far away from this, but you do see this happening with the cat. So you're a good distance out.
Okay, I will move ahead and I'll
so you're moving.
load my sling.
Okay, so it's a missile as well, but it's move and sling. Okay, and then what is our runegraver going to do?
How far away is this thing?
You spot it running in. If you could move in melee this round.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna charge it with my bastard sword then, two-handed.
Two-handed bastard, no shield, just running out with the sword. Okay.
Yep.
And then what is our ranger friend going to declare?
Our ranger friend is going to fire his ready arrow before initiative.
That is true. You're going to do that before initiative because it was ready. So you go ahead and take your shot.
14 hits. AC 5, 4. What's the range right now?
You're in medium range.
Okay, so it's armor class 5.
You hit armor class 5. The arrow sails. It hits part of his hide, and he keeps running.
Okay.
And with that,
I will continue to fire.
Right. Now you're pulling out more arrows. The first arrow basically digs into whatever hide armor he has on his shoulder. You see the arrow sticking out of his shoulder. He keeps running at you unabated. So that is what we're all claiming. Now we're going to go into actual combat. Do we have death odds in chat yet? No yet. Okay, all right, we're just checking.
Not yet.
We're just checking. All right, so you guys are rolling a 5 on initiative. I'm rolling a 4. So the party will get to go first. And that means that Arminius is up first. So you can run in and melee. As you run in close into the darkness, you see what this is. You see this very large individual running, and as you get closer, that club is a giant femur. As he's running, you see the giant teeth and the mangled body of this thing that's coming up, and he is massive. He towers over you as he runs in. All right. So swing with the bastard sword.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, swing. Well, I only got one attack, so.
Oh, just one swing.
One swing. Here we go. I'm a little rusty at the old.
There you go.
Whoops! I rolled it twice accidentally. Oh, not great.
It's okay. You rolled an 8. So you run up to swing the sword. The sword. You're so impressed with the massive size of this thing. You're like, whoa! You take a step back. You swing the sword almost defensively. You didn't realize how big this thing was until you got close to it. You swing and you don't even make contact. You completely miss. With that, we move over to the other missile people. We have our ranger. You are now at this point. You can take your shot, but he is in. You're firing into melee.
Yep. Sorry. I'll just say that now. Maybe not.
Maybe not. That looks pretty good.
Well.
Yeah, you'll hit.
That's going to hit AC 3.
Yes, that'll hit. You land your arrow attack. That shot hits.
6 points of damage.
Oh, look at you. First blood. All right, so that arrow hits him square in the chest. Blood comes out. He screams and howls and kind of barks. As he does that, you hear other screams and howls and barks in the distance. With that, now you're staying put though. You just fired the arrow and then recocking. Okay. With that, we move over to our sniper in the barn, Azarius.
So sorry, just quick meta question. I said missile. I'd like to. I take it the roof is kind of thatch-like.
Yes.
Can I? I'd like to put my arrows in front of me to be able to kind of double my rate of fire.
Okay.
If that's possible.
I will say that you did that.
Set them out in order.
I'll say that we can do that. Yeah. So you get okay.
I got it mixed. I wasn't sure which.
Yeah, that's fine. So you got up there and immediately throw some arrows down. I got you.
Exactly. Okay.
All right. So with that, you'll get 2 shots.
Oh, excellent. All right, let's do it. First shot. Here we go.
Using some advanced tactics there.
Yes, sir. And we're gonna do an. I have a composite short bow.
Okay.
And here we go. Good roll.
Oh, it was a 17.
It's almost.
It was so close.
Almost.
It missed. So first shot fires and sails away. Second shot.
Second shot coming in.
Whew.
Oh, here we go. Starting off hot, boys.
Starting off hot. That shot actually goes and deflects off the armor of Arminus.
Think.
Sorry, bro.
No, happens all the time.
Right. Right. All right, and then with that, we'll also move up to Goon, our magician, who's running in. He starts his sling as he runs in, and he sees this monstrous beast man towering over Arminus.
Okay, and I guess how far away am I?
You can run up to where you're within range of the sling. Let me look at your sling range.
Pretty close. Yeah, so I'll let loose with my bullet.
50 feet. You can run in. Yeah, I'll let you run. You're running in. We're keeping this loose. Go for it. Take your shot. Oh, it's a natural 1. Oh, fun. Roll a d12. And check to see if Sethakwa's woe nails you. Oh, good. Hang on. Let me go pull up the critical hit and miss. And you're a magician, right?
Yep.
Perfect. You hit an ally. Roll your damage as you hit Arminus.
Come on.
Well, it's just 1d4. You'll shake it off.
Roll a 1.
He did.
Yes.
He rolled a 1. He rolled a 1.
I have damage reduction on my armor.
Oh, that's right. You do have damage reduction. so it's gonna leave a bruise, just so you know that it happened. Just so you know that it happened. All right. So we already had all the fun. Okay, with that, it is now my turn, and the Beastman is going to return favor. Oh wait,
not yet.
Oh, that's right.
I am a master of the bow.
That's right.
So I fire twice.
You fire twice. Okay, go ahead. Nice. I forgot. We have 2 more shots. You have 2 more chances to shoot Arminus in the back.
No, just one.
Just one.
11 is probably not going to be.
That's going to miss. Okay. So if you're master, you attack and then you attack at the end. Is that how it works?
Oh, I can attack 2 at the same time, or
you can split them up.
Or...
Gotcha. I gotcha. Okay. All right. So with that, now it is my turn to attack. Everyone else is attacking Arminus, and now it's my turn to attack Arminus. So he's going to raise up his club and try to swing at you. Or his femur, as it was. 19.
Yeah. That's a hit.
That's a hit. Yeah, that's a hit.
Well, at least it's not a 20.
Yeah. What is this? It's just a big club. It's just a big club.
It's like a D8.
It's a D6.
D6, okay.
It's a D6 plus 1. So take 4, but you minus 1 for your damage reduction, so you take 3. So you take 3. All right, with that, he hits you. It does hit you right across the chest. You do feel something crack. Not sure if it was the weapon or a bone. You don't know. You felt it. It definitely hurt. With that, we're going to now move to announcements. So let's go ahead and announce the second round. So first round of combat, I don't know who's winning. I really don't at this point.
Not me.
All right, so missile again, and then Arminus, you're probably gonna be melee.
Yeah, I'm gonna two-handed bastard sword him again.
Okay, and then Eric, our ranger, is he going to continue to shoot at Arminus?
I'm actually going to continue to shoot, but I'm going to move forward first to get to within 60 feet.
Okay. All right, so you're going to move forward. Is that like a marching shot?
Yes.
Okay.
If I'm not within 60 feet, I'll march shot once, and then when I'm within 60 feet, I'll stop.
Gotcha. All right. And then what's our magician friend going to do? What's Goon going to say?
So how many of these guys are...
You currently only see the one, but you hear others in the distance.
Okay. I'll just load another bullet and missile.
Okay. All right. So everyone's shooting at Arminus. Perfect. I love it. I love it. All right, and with that, let's go ahead and roll. Beastman going on a 6. Arminus, Chance, you get to roll.
Yeah, I'll do it. Go for it.
Let's see if it comes down. You can roll a 6, and we can figure out what
Ooh,
everyone's
it's tie.
It is. You did roll a 6.
Yeah,
You did.
Nice.
All right.
My dex is a 10, so
His is higher. His is higher.
Mine's 16.
Yeah.
Not
So
higher than mine.
right. Who's got the who's the highest? So right now, because it's a tie, we have to go by dexterity. I believe that 17 is going to go first. So the assassin up front goes first with his 2 shots.
Okay, and then I just had another meta question.
Sure.
On my, it says here I have 3 every 2 with the short bow. So if I double that, would that be 6?
No,
Would that
it
be
goes
3
to
shot?
2. It's 2 every round.
Okay, 2 every 1. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. All right, here we go, boys. Let's try it again.
Miss.
Okay, and let's do one more.
Also miss.
Yeah.
But there are so many arrows all around this combat. You're just kind of like creating a circle of fun of arrows all around.
I'm sorry.
Dude, guys, I want to say, I got pause for a second. Chat, thank you so much. We've got tons of donations coming in tonight. We've got a $10 donation from JR, another 5 from Shock Top. Everybody's cheering, I guess, for their DMs to die. And it could happen. It could happen. It could be a player versus player thing where the players end up
I'm gonna
killing.
get shot in the back.
You get shot in the back.
Someone
All
has to win
Possibly.
D&D. Come on.
Right. That's awesome. Okay, so guys, thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. Now, what we're going to do now is move over to, we've had the 2 shots from him. Who has the next highest, which I believe is going to be the Ranger. So as you're moving forward, you're pulling out more arrows and shooting at the big beast.
Yep. So this one will be on the march.
It's a natural 20! It's a natural 20! Awesome. All right, and since you are a fighter, roll a d6 to see how good this shot is. Roll a d6. Oh, okay, so it's plus 2 damage. It's just plus 2 damage. It's a good hit, though.
Not
It's a
bad.
solid hit, yeah.
Solid hit.
7. That's
6.
a very, very solid
Actually,
hit.
8.
It's 8?
Take
Okay.
it, nice.
That's a 14. Okay, that's a very good shot. All right, so with that shot, it actually goes and it hits him in the neck. You see blood start spewing out as he kind of roars. And you hear this garbled sound coming out of him as that arrow actually went into his neck. As he kind of takes a step back. Do you get a second shot now or just one?
If I'm within 60 feet, I'll take the second shot.
You are.
Okay. The second shot is in point blank range.
Okay.
So that gets me additions to hit.
Okay.
I'll be at plus 3 to hit.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh no! Boom or bust from natural 20 to natural 1. Oh no!
Sorry.
Roll a
Hit me again.
Oh my goodness.
Roll a d12. Now you're on the fighter side of this, so it's not quite so bad. Roll low. Roll low. It's a really bad miss. It flies off. It wasn't even close. All right.
Oh, whoops.
Oh,
I hit the
nervous.
hyperborea.
Whew.
I'm nervous of those rolls.
All right. What is the magician's dexterity?
12.
So I think you're next. Yeah. So you're next.
Alright, so I'll fire my bullet from my sling.
All right. It's a miss.
Oh,
It's a miss.
alright.
Also, you hit the shield of Arminus. But no damage. You're getting pelted by rocks by your friends.
Oh, great.
This is great. And with that, we now move over to me. I win the dex battle here. All right, so now I'm going to swing at Arminus. I think I'm missing here. Hold up.
Come at me, bro.
What's your AC?
Without a shield, it's 6. Without a shield, it's 5.
Okay, he comes down with this giant femur. You quickly raise your blade up
Six,
and
yeah,
you
6.
parry the attack.
Nice.
You do parry the attack. Now you can return favor.
Okay, I'm gonna roll one.
I would say you hear a cling, but it's more of a you chip a bone
Yeah,
off the club.
Yeah, I'm gonna two-hand it. Here we go. Well, that's not bad.
12? What's your bonuses? What AC do you
I got
hit?
a +1 to attack for strength and a +1 fighting ability, so 14.
So you hit an AC of 6. You go to swing it back. He takes a step back. Your blade just barely brushes off of his shoulder to no damage.
Oh well, I tried.
All right. You hear other big stomping feet in the distance. There possibly could be a second one coming.
Great.
And with that, we go to announcements. So let's start, I guess, the missile up top with the assassin. We're still going to go melee with the... And then Ranger, are we all saying same with the announcements?
Yep.
And then Magic at the bottom, still doing the sling?
Yep.
Okay, so we're all saying the same. All right, so this time, Bob, you get to roll for the initiative. I've got a D6 for the beast. Going on a 1.
Yes.
Going on a 1.
Please, just not a 1.
5. All right, very good. So let's go, Arminus. You're up next. Swing your sword.
All right, swinging him. Here we go.
Are you a master with this weapon or no?
No, I'm not a fighter type, actually. I'm a cleric.
Oh, that's right. That's right. You're a cleric.
You're a cleric.
Ooh, wait.
Oh! How is that even possible?
You rolled a 1?
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Man, that's another one. All right, roll a D12.
Yep, will do. Holy Hannah. Oh, no!
Uh-oh.
All right, so that's hit ally.
There's no allies nearby, though, so it's just the one previous, whatever it is.
Trip or
Drop my sword
fall.
or something. I think I tripped, yeah.
Yeah, you trip. All right, you swing, you fall to the ground. You actually fall all the way to the ground as this thing is overpowering you. I use Incarnate to make my maps on me direct. I use Incarnate. You'll see some more Incarnate maps shortly. Okay, so you're on the ground. Here's the good thing. You're harder to hit from everyone else shooting at you.
Oh, great.
You took cover. It was actually a strategic fall.
Okay, all right.
All right, with that, let's go to the assassin up top. That's a hit!
Nice.
That's a hit. Roll your damage. 2 plus 6. Okay. All right, with that, the arrow hits. You can take a second shot. All right, that hits.
Nice.
Now, how much damage do you do on this? Because does this count as a backstab at this point? I don't think it does. Because he knows you're there, right?
Yeah, probably not a backstab.
Yeah. I've lost Brian's voice. All right, so here's the thing. Since you hit both of them, we'll take the damage from the 2 that you rolled. You rolled a 2 and a 4, so that'll be 20.
I don't get backstab. Correct.
Right. So you've done 20 total damage. Okay, that's between everybody. It's added up. All right. With that, we have. Let's go to the ranger.
All right.
You see Arminus drop to the ground, so your target is right in front of you.
I'm like, yes, big target now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to roll both my arrows.
Okay. Oh, there we go. We got both the rolls together. What's the 13 hit?
13 is going to hit, actually modified to a 16. It's going to hit an armor class 3.
Hit. That's the second arrow hits.
Yeah. And then the other one is actually modified up to a 14 armor class 5.
No, so the first one hits. I mean, sorry, the second arrow hits.
Okay.
The 13 hits.
Yep.
Roll your damage.
3 points of damage.
Stumbling forward as he was staggering from the last blow that just landed in the air, you land a shot dead center in his chest, and he falls over, looking like a pin cushion with all the different arrows sticking out of him as he bleeds out onto the ground. Through a million arrows, you are able to manage to slay one of these. As you do that, Jack, you're in the back, Goon the magician. As you look up, you see another one of these things moving in the distance in the shadows. But what you see several other villagers running up and fighting it. Particularly, you see one of the Romans, one of the warriors, is actually going up there and dispatching the other one. There's all this combat happening around you. The 4 of you just got involved with this one. As you see that, you see a Roman run out with a falcata and a shield, and actually ends the the other beast man to the ground. With that, you look about, and it looks like that whatever's happening here, the blazes are still going, but it seems that whatever happened here, the assailants have left. And with that, one of the Roman that you see in front of you that has just killed him, he pulls his falcata out. You see the string of blood come out of it as he looks about, and he sees you, and he sees Arminus on the ground. He goes, "Arminus, get up, boy! Come on, come!"
I'm not a boy. I'm 23.
He's older than you, so to you, you are a boy.
I'm still gonna pull it.
He looks at you and says, "Get up! We've been raided." Where? And he looks about, and he sees, you see the goon coming up the street. He also sees Eric is there as well. He doesn't see Azarius, who's off somewhere on the grassy knoll with his bow. But he looks up. He goes, "They raided us. They came from the mountains. The beastmen." He looks about and he goes, "But they didn't come. They didn't come for treasure. They came for people."
Have you seen Claudia?
No. He looks about and he calls out and he sees another Roman running up, and he goes, Gaius! And he looks up, and this one, he runs up, and he's bleeding off the side of his face, and he's kind of like dragging an arm behind him as he's running up, also carrying a small sword. And he looks up and he goes, no, they ran back to the north. They were carrying and dragging women and children behind them.
Well, looks like we're going to need to go a little bit faster. I'm going to take out...
With their captives, they'll have a hard time.
True. But any sort of speed at this point, I think, would be of value to us, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely.
Yes.
I'm going to take out my dagger and a bit of bone from a horse, and I'm going to carve the horse rune, which looks like an R, in my hand.
Okay.
Summon a horse.
Oh, so all right. So with that, blood comes out, and as that opening up of the ground, this steed comes out. This brown steed with white spots comes out, and just is summoned right in front of you. As you do that, Tiberius looks and goes, "Jesus, what was that?" He goes, "Come quickly!" And he calls out. He looks over at Gaius. He goes, "Gaius, get my horse quickly!" And Gaius runs to the stable, and as he sees, he's running to the stable, and he looks and sees that there's all the horses are gone. Now, you Azarius, you see Gaius running up, kind of limping and hobbling, running about and looking. And you hear him go, "Blast! Where are the horses?" And with that, they're trying to rally some people together to get back the women and the children that have been raided.
Well, follow me, gents.
Okay, so with that,
if you can.
Arminus, you're taking off, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is that Das Boot you're drinking out of?
Yeah, it's a
Respect.
boot.
Respect. The beer boots. Love it.
So, Azarian is going to go grab half of his quiver that he missed with his shots. Go grab my arrows again, but I also want to make my way towards the village's witch doctor or alchemol, whoever the shaman or was of this village, or the medicine man, because I'd like to go search that hut to make sure if there's anything of poison or alchemol value that
you go to find that building, and
or whatever.
You go find that building, and it is burned rubble at this point. That building was burned to the ground. And you look about, and everything in there was smashed, and it's still in blazes.
Okay.
And with that, what is our magician friend doing?
I talk to our assassin, and I just say, "Hey, you got a good arm, right?" And I hand him this terracotta looking little container, and I just tell him it's Greek fire. Throw this next time you see these.
Thank you, Goon. Thank you, my friend.
All right.
This will indeed be handy.
And with that, Tiberius looks over and goes, "There's no time. Quickly, come with me. Come. And he's kind of rallying all of you together. Gaius running behind you as well, also beat. looking about. They're looking for extra hands, but everyone that seems to survive is mainly farmers and merchants, and they're running, trying to catch up to the beastmen who are fleeing back to the mountains. And with that, we will move back to the main map. Now, on this map, we're here in Entella, and they are heading to north. So at this night has been long and cold is getting even longer as the 4 of you are now running with both Tiberius and Gaius. The 6 of you are running up, trying to track down the beastmen who have made off with raiding the village, not for wares necessarily, but for women and children. As you move up, in the distance you can see the cold night and the darkness. As you get further away from town, light diminishes, and all that we see now is the light of the moon, Celine, who is leaning up and giving you some moonlight, but it's not enough. As you're moving forward, Tiberius runs and he looks in the ground and he sees all these tracks. The problem is that they cut into 2, and they're easy to track at first, but now that they seem to be moving into 2 directions, and he goes, "Which one do we follow?"
I stop him and say, "Here, let me check. I am a tracker of rather good skill."
Oh, good. All right, give us a tracks. Is that that's not a roll for you, or is that just something you can just innately do?
It is a roll for me. Track wilderness 10 and 12.
10 and 12. Okay.
Yep. So 1 through 10.
1 through 10. All right, so we're going for 1. Perfect. Okay. So there are 2 very distinct groups that move off. You see that there's a larger group that's heading north, and there's a smaller group heading off to the right. The thing that's interesting about the ones to the right is that you see very clearly that they are dragging people. You can see that you're not just seeing boot prints or footprints or whatever. What you're seeing is actual, like, there's like a movement in the dirt and the ground. They're dragging people to the right. So while there's a larger force going north, if you're looking for survivors, right seems to be the correct way to go.
Right. So looking at the tracks, it doesn't look like human feet were running.
No, they're not human feet. No.
Okay. So I tell Tiberius that it looks like they break into here, a large pack going straight north, but it does not seem that any of our human kind, our fellows, are with them. They all seem to be pulling off to the right hand side.
Okay. And with that, Tiberius goes, "Well, we must find survivors. We'll marshal for the others later, but we must go and find survivors." And with that, is there anything else anyone wants to add before we move forward?
I'm going to ride ahead since I have a horse, unlike everybody else.
Okay. As soon as you hear that, you just ride ahead. You're riding as fast as you can. You get, as you're riding ahead and everyone is running to catch up, you're kind of scouting ahead. You know which direction to go at this point. There's enough of them running that you can see pretty easily what you're doing. You have to slow down some to find the path, but as you go up, you're getting closer to the foothills of these mountains, and you've been in this area a good bit, and you know that there's a small stream or a creek coming up. As you get closer to that, you can hear the grunting and the howls of several individuals coming closer, as you hear both the bubbling sound of the brook in front of you, but you also hear the howling and kind of the barking back and forth of whatever these things are communicating. At this point, you're riding up on your horse, and you stop your horse cold as you can hear this in the distance. What would you like to do?
How far away do you think they are? I think they are.
So you've probably got another 60 to 80 feet before you get to the water, and as you get closer, you kind of discern that they're either, it sounds like they're crossing the water now, because you can hear the splashing.
Okay, I got an idea.
Okay.
I'm gonna marshal everybody else. I'm gonna wait for them to catch up with me.
Okay. As you do that, you wait a few moments. Everyone, you see the rider in front of you stop. You get up there as well. Azorius, as you get closer, do you have discern noise as the skill?
I do.
Okay. Roll that as a level 3 thief.
Okay.
So you want to roll a 1 to 5. You want to roll. We're going to do low on these. 1 to, and you rolled a 6. You just missed it. So you do hear the same thing, but you can't make out how many there are. But you do hear them splashing about.
Yeah, strange behavior indeed by these ape men. Normally, their raids are for goods and whatnot, and this just seems a bit more dark. I cannot discern what else is happening down there, but it seems that our enemies have taken our loved ones down towards the brook.
I do also have the ability to discern noise.
You do?
Yep. As a thief of level 1.
Okay, you roll it too. So you've got to roll a 1 to 4. Nah, not even close. Not even close. Goon, do you want to do anything?
No, I think just heading in the general direction of the noise.
Okay. Okay, so at this point, you're about 60 feet away. You're in the darkness. You hear them walking about. What does the party want to do? Are we charging and busting in like Kool-Aid, or what do y'all want to do?
I'll tell you what I want to do, but I want to ask these guys first what they think about this plan. I say I just slap the horse and have it charge into the river and distract them, and then we flank them on the other side.
That could
Would
work.
it help if the horse was on fire?
It might. That's a great idea, I think.
If you need a distraction,
that way we can see too as
Yeah.
well, and I can put
Set the
some
horse on
arrows
fire. Great idea. I love it.
or you can spare your horse, and I could cast a spell to distract them.
Yeah, but it's not my horse, so not really.
Here's in another hour?
Yeah, another 30 minutes.
Do you get
maybe.
experience for killing a horse you summon? How does that work?
It's up to you.
You're
You're the narrator.
Boone, my friend, powerful mage. What is your idea here? How should we overcome these foes?
I can materialize my voice from a distance. So we can set up to ambush them from the side, and I could project my voice on the other side of them.
Oh,
Like that. I like that
he
as well.
could.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like
A
that.
little too subtle for my taste, but meh.
Are
But
there any trees in this area?
there are several trees in this area. You're actually standing in the trees right now.
You could put your
And the
voice
light-
to the other side of the trees, and we can attack them from this side. Yeah.
We could always do both. Make it seem like there's a larger force.
I can save that for later, and you can send our horse blazing in.
I like the fiery horse plan, personally.
Or you could ride the horse in and have mounted combat.
Oh, dude, that is so metal.
Mm,
If only you were the berserker, man. You
Nah.
just immune to fire, just rolling.
I've
in
already
there.
taken a couple hits today. I don't think I want to take too many more.
Yeah.
All right, so what's
So
the plan?
definitely
You've
I
got
think
it. They're
you're
crossing. What's the
Right.
plan?
All right. So what are we gonna do, boys? Because I need to be able to see. If I
Set the
can put
horse
this
on fire. Send it into the river. I assume it's shallow enough that the top half of it should stay lit.
Okay. To create a distraction.
Just a second, though. I just wanted to ask a game question of Goon. So the this item that you gave me, what exactly does what are the in-game stats of this particular item? Because we might not want to waste it here on this horse or whatever. The Greek fire you gave me. You're on mute.
Basically, a Molotov cocktail.
Basically.
Beautiful.
I think it's 1d8 damage, and you have to throw it and hit him with it.
Oh, I'm good at throwing stuff. Oh boy.
A lot better
You have
than
to-
I am.
you have to
I'm
bring the
running
pot.
some-
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so I'm up for whatever you guys suggest. I know there's a couple of us that can can sneak in and have pretty good stuff at that, but we need to make our decision.
Yeah, let's hurry.
So
What are
I'm
we
up
gonna
for,
do?
Yeah. Send the horse in. Let's-
I vote
We're
fire
gonna move down
horse.
through the trees and get ready.
All right, I think everyone wants to do fire horse, and that sounds fun. It's pretty metal.
All
All
right,
right.
let's do fire horse.
All right. So are you using the Greek fire on the horse?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So we have a fire horse. All right. So is there anything else anyone wants to do before we light the horse and send him on his merry way?
Before the horse lights
Merry
on fire,
way.
I'm going to try and get down to where I can get a clear shot, ready an arrow, and get ready.
Okay.
Same
Alright.
with my sling.
So with that, let's move to a map. So this is what we're going to do. So before we roll initiative and before we even make announcements, let's do our surprise volley first. Let's start with the assassin. Which of these 3 targets are you going for?
Let's go.
They're all within 45 to 50 feet. And you're using a short bow, is that correct?
A string tight short composite bow, correct.
Okay. Then you're within range.
Okay, so then let's drop the one to the far left, I guess.
This one here? All right, we're going to the assassin matrix. He's going for it. We're going for the assassin matrix.
Here we go. Let's go. And then we'll get our +2, and here we go. Let's roll it. Oh, gosh.
That's a 5, folks.
That's an absolute miss.
That's an absolute hard miss. He goes to line up the shot. He gets up, and he just fires off into the distance. Good thing is that shot was so terrible, they didn't even know it happened. With that, we go to the ranger, who's also going to take a shot. Also terrible. All right.
And so close to the 20.
Right. All right. So with that, you take another shot, and both of you two miss your shots. Now let's make some announcements. So now the assassination thing is over. Let's make our announcements. We go to, I guess, y'all are going to both do range, correct? The ranger and the assassin are going to do range. Are we going to do magic or missile down at the bottom for our magician?
Do missile again.
Missile again. All right, and then what's our menace doing?
It's pretty far, but I'm going to throw a couple darts at him.
Okay, that is far. That is a far dart throw. All right.
Yeah, well, yeah, it is, but we're kind of trying to bait him, so get him away from these people. So that's a good thing either way, even if I miss.
Okay. All right, and then the other two, Tiberius and Gaius, they're charging. All right. So with that, we go to the roll. Who has not rolled initiative yet? I believe down at the bottom. I don't think Jack has. So Jack, would you roll initiative for us? All right. Heroes going on a 3. Beastmen going on a 4. All right. So they are aware of happening, and there's barks and things happening. This one here in the middle is carrying a club that looks like it's actually somehow fashioned, and he also has a shield. That was the one in the middle. The other two look similar to the others, just carrying like large, like one's carrying what looks to be like a shaved down tree branch, and the other one is carrying another femur. These two begin to move up. This one here looks about and is barking orders at these, and this guy will run forward 50 feet. 5, 10, 15, 20. Actually, I'm going to say he can only go half because of the water. And the same. So they're going to spend their turn doing that. So that's their move. And as they do that, this one here. Let me look something up really quick. He's going to reach over and club one of these girls.
No! Don't club the girls.
Yeah, and she goes to the ground.
Oh.
Okay. And with that, we go to Hero's turn. So you got 2 of them running in.
Is someone have to send the horse?
Oh, the horse is running.
Okay.
The horse is running. And now the whole place is illuminated, and you can now see, thanks to the running horse who's screaming and neighing and trying to put itself out in the water. But it has caused a massive distraction as they are running towards that. With that, as the horse runs in, I have a question. Let me roll something. I got to roll something really quick. I just had to check morale. Okay, they see the flaming horse. I thought I needed to, like, what is that? It's a flaming horse. They're fine. They're running in. All right, so now let's go. So these guys here are going to charge in. So here is Tiberius and Gaius. So Gaius will swing first with his sword, and he will miss. Tiberius will also swing as well. and also miss. With that, it is now all the missile turn. The dice are not in favor of the party tonight, I'll tell you that.
One question. Is this rock here actually causing a line of sight issue to the back guy?
No.
Okay.
I will say that you can take like a half a step.
Okay. All right. Who else is missiles?
I'm missiles.
I think everybody is missiles.
Everybody, yeah. We're just
let's let Assassin go
volume.
first since his dex is so high.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Take your one shot.
Yeah, I think I had a question. Okay, so how deep is this this brook? Is this a river? Or is this a brook?
It's about 5 feet. You know, I will say it's 1 to 5 feet depending where you are. Like right now, they're by almost like waist deep.
I gotcha. Okay, and the clarity of this water, is this like a bubbling, like a clear water mountain brook? Is this like the bay where I'm from?
Mountain brook.
Okay. So yeah, we are going to actually move silently, and we're going to start to cross the river and make our way towards the baddie. So
you're going to try to move silently through the river. Okay. All right, roll your move silently.
Action. Okay.
1 to 6.
Well,
perfect.
Hey, we made one.
You made one. All right, so you're this guy. You can move half your speed. So here.
I like to basically base off those rocks, kind of use some cover that way as I make my way either to decide what to do next.
Okay, right. So you're there and you're quietly moving up. Okay, and with that, let's move over to our ranger.
All right, I'm going to actually side shift over to these broken logs, so I'm no longer in anything.
Okay.
And is he still about 60 feet away?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, exactly 60.
Okay. 2 shots directly on him.
Okay. Take your shots.
That is going to be 13, 16, is AC 3 and AC 4.
Both hit.
Nice.
Nice. Nice. That's how you get it done. So how much total is that?
5 and 4. So 9 points total.
Okay. Both of those dig into his side. He calls out as he does that. You see him reach back with his giant mace. Whoever he hit on the ground is still moving and trying to like kind of move back. So he hasn't killed her yet. But you have delivered those blows. Let's now go to Arminus.
All right, I'm going to throw darts at the closest one, which I believe is the one that's furthest. That one, yep.
That one, yeah. Okay.
I'm going to throw 2 darts.
Okay.
One missed for sure, but the other one I got a 15, so I hit an AC of 5.
Miss.
Oh. I tried. Okay.
An attempt was made.
And then I'm gonna take out my spear and then move up like 5 feet or whatever. And
okay.
That's it.
Gotcha. All right, and with that we have our magician in the back with the sling.
And I'm gonna try to sling the guy that is fighting our 2 Roman buddies.
Okay, go for it.
12 is gonna hit probably not them.
You don't hit the Romans.
Yeah. It's gonna hit AC at 8.
Nope. All right, so you swing and miss. All right, is that all? Is that everybody? Everybody's gone. All right, so now we're back up to another initiative round. We're gonna go up top to BG or Brian. Sorry.
Declare first.
Oh, declare. Well, no. Okay, the 5 will stand, but let's declare. So I know Brian, the assassin's going to be range. No. What are you doing? I'm assuming range, but what are you going to do?
I'd like to get myself over and get ready to do a backstab on one of these targets.
So here's the thing: because you were silently moving last time, you could actually do a sniper shot again this round.
Oh, excellent. Then I'd rather do that.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Which target?
Let's do the...
Well, you don't have to announce that yet. You don't have to announce it yet.
Okay.
But your
Okay,
missile.
missile.
All right.
Missile.
And then Arminus, where are you?
Yep. I guess I'm just gonna charge in with my spear. I don't know. Yep, charge and attack with the spear.
I love that idea. All right, Ranger.
It's not great, but
I'm going to sidestep 2 more steps
Okay.
to this position here and call out to the leader to try and goad him into coming
Okay.
to leave those people alone. And launching arrows, of course.
Okay, I'll give it to you. All right, and then the magician.
I'm gonna cast a spell and
wait.
move
He's
closer.
magic. He's magic. He's magic.
Just magic.
He's announced magic. Okay. All right, very cool. All right, with that, you did roll a 5. Now let's see what I roll. A 6. Oh, you just, it looks so good. All right. With that, this guy here is going to club at Gaius and miss. This guy here is going to run over to here and club at Tiberius and miss. They both miss. This guy here, the guy in the back, he's going to reach down and grab some of the. He puts his club down. He takes his big paw and rubs the face of this girl he just hit, getting some of the blood, and he licks the blood. As he does that, he grows in stature to about 15 feet, as he is now much larger.
oh dear.
And that's his turn. And now we go to the hero's turn.
All kinds of messed up. Captain Obvious.
All right, so we have a melee person. So I guess you're charging with your spear.
Yeah, I'll charge it with the spear. Can I get that? Can I get that far through the water?
I will let you get that far, and you all are flanking.
Excellent.
It's also a spear charge.
Oh, that's a 20.
Oh, you got a natty! You got a natty. Now, hang on with this. What's the advance with the spear charge?
What's the advance with a spear charge?
There's an advanced combat rule with a spear charge.
I think it's set for charges, but
No, it's also charged with spear too.
It is.
That's one I always forget, to be honest with you.
All right, let's look it up. This is a good one. Hang on. Spear charge. If you roll a 19 or 20 and it qualifies a hit, the damage dice are doubled instead of the +2 bonus.
Excellent. I knew there was something.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wait,
that's
and
actually
also
before the crit.
Yeah.
That's before.
I'm not a fighter.
You're not a fighter. Okay, but it is double dice. All right, so now roll a d6 and see what type of damage you do, because you're a cleric.
Here we go, boys.
Even a 6 is good.
Yeah.
6 would be good.
A 3. That's double damage.
So double the double.
So you double the double.
4d6?
Yeah, so 4d6.
Oh boy, here we go. That wasn't great.
1161.
I am very strong, so I think it's still 11 damage.
Okay.
Like a +2.
All right. So a natural 20 on a spear charge, for the record, is very good. It's very good. All right. Yep. Now this guy hasn't been hit yet, and he did how much? He did 11.
11, yep.
You run and you stab into the side of it. You actually impale him. The spear goes all the way out the back of him. Blood starts pouring in and gushing into the brook, creating like a bloody mess in the brook. He calls out this massive call, this roar, as you completely impaled him, and then you pull it out. And as you pull it out, you also get the blood train of the spear coming back out. It's a grisly, awesome Conan move, just to completely impale the guy with the spear.
Yeah.
I love it.
I'm just gonna leave the spear in.
Oh, yeah, you're just...
I'm not gonna be able to get that out for anytime soon. So
yeah, we're just leaving that in there. We're just leaving that
it in there.
I got you. I love it. All right. With that, now we're gonna move to our archer. So let's go to the assassin, who can now move his missile attack. So you've lined up an assassin shot. Which one are you going for?
All right. Sweet baby Jesus. All right. Let's go with
That was a hell of a hit,
we'll
dude.
take it.
Yeah.
That was the 20 spear charge is naughty.
Mm-hmm.
Naughty.
Taking core samples from Burmas.
Oh,
All right,
good.
I'm gonna take a
Counting his
actually gonna
rings.
I'm gonna take a shot at the big.
Oh, you're gonna try to
the
assassinate
corn
that guy?
thing.
Go for it.
Okay.
Roll.
SPR.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. He's already taken some damage.
Let's make one. Let's make one. Let's try to make one.
15. That should get it.
What's your fighting ability?
2. And I
That's a
get
hit.
a +2 to.
That's a hit.
Oh, excellent.
That's a hit.
Excellent. Excellent. Now, would you like me to roll the damage and then roll on the assassin table? Is that how that works?
Hang on. Let me look.
Okay.
I gotta look up the assassin table. Let's look up the assassin. We're
Yeah,
gonna
no
learn all
worries.
this together. It's been a minute since I've had an assassin at the table.
Yeah, I think it's depending on his hit die and my level.
Right, right.
I'll give you a
Okay.
number.
Okay, yeah, so go ahead and roll the damage.
Okay, here's the damage. Let's roll the damage.
It's doubled.
Okay.
So roll another one.
I'll do one more. Sorry
Okay,
about that.
that's okay. So it's 3 damage. But now let's see how well you hit it. Roll a
Okay,
d20.
we got
So here's the. It says it's pretty low. So let's say you need to roll high dice. Let's roll for high dice.
Okay. Now my question is, do I get to add any pluses to this, or is it
No.
just a straight D20?
It's a straight,
It's a straight
d20,
D20,
but you're
correct?
level 3,
Okay.
which does help you.
Correct. So depending on whatever his hit dice is. All right, let's roll high, baby.
Roll high,
Here we
baby.
go.
Nice.
Oh, that might do it.
Headshot, baby! Headshot! You dropped him. Oh my God! He did it! He did it, folks! That guy was gonna charge and do 1,000,000 damage.
Yes.
Yes.
Giving D&D.
Oh my God! You did it. Okay, yeah, he's toast. He's down. Okay. Oh God, that's just fantastic. Headshot. It wasn't how much it did. It was an eye shot. You got him right in the eye, and he just drops dead. Oh my God, what a shot. Okay, that was Sunshine says, woo, headshot, love it. You did it. You did it. All those terrible shots early, you were just saving up. Oh God, that's fantastic. All right, with that, we now move over to our ranger friend, who you were planning on goading that guy. He doesn't need to be goaded.
I guess I don't need to go to him.
Yet he was looking at
others.
you
Right.
and got shot in the face. Right. All right,
I
so
will go to the others instead.
you can shoot the other guys instead.
Yep. So I'm gonna go on this guy here who has not. Well, actually, the only one left, I think.
There's 2 left. They're still up. The
Oh,
other one
the
is just
with the
bleeding
tail.
very profusely.
Okay. So I'll do a shot on the first guy right here,
Okay. That's gonna miss.
and an 8 is probably gonna miss.
Yep.
And my second shot,
Also a miss.
the same.
All right.
Damn it.
We've got a spell going off.
So I cast Shocking Grasp, and it basically tasefies my hands.
Okay.
I move up to him to grab him. If I miss, I get to maintain it though. So
Okay. I'm gonna say at this point the horse is still moving about. I haven't moved the horse. I'll let you get there.
right.
Yeah, the horse is still running. The horse
Okay,
is
so I
probably
hit
like
AC.
here at this point. You do get a flanking bonus here.
Okay.
Let's
Two.
see. Let's see. You get 12. He is flanked. I gotta do some math here.
Plus 1 for flank.
And you don't have a fighting ability or anything. Let's see.
0.
I think it misses. Yeah. Yeah, just barely.
I'll have it charged though. I'm able to maintain it. So
Okay, so you've got it maintained. Okay.
I just have to move at half speed from now on, or I lose it.
All right, so your hand is just sparkling, like I'm gonna hit somebody with this taser hand. I love taser hand. All right, and with that, is that everybody? That's everybody.
Unless the villagers want
All
to
right, so
attack the
let's.
dead guy.
No, the villagers actually at this point, these villagers are gonna run. They're running this way. Actually, they're gonna pick her up and run this way. Okay. All right. So with that, now we move, and we've got so 3 of the villagers are running off, and now let's announce again. So we'll start with Brian, our assassin. What is Azarian gonna do?
We are going to missile.
Okay, and then Arminus.
I'm going to cleave at it with my bastard sword.
Oh yeah, and then Ranger friend.
Bastard. Firing.
Firing. And then now, how does it work? Are you still magic if you're not casting though?
No,
I don't have to cast it, but I would just declare it as magic. I think still.
Do you declare that as melee though? Because you're trying to touch at this point.
yeah, it'd be a melee attack.
I think you move into melee. Yeah, yeah. I think you're. I'm gonna rule melee because I feel like magic goes at the end because you're casting. Like there's an actual, but I feel like at this point you've got it. So now I think you go first, or you go up high at least. All right, with that, that's fair.
Okay.
I've got a lot of DMs at the table here. Does everyone concur?
I agree.
Whatever you say, Haas.
He is
Okay.
making a melee attack.
Okay, I like it. We'll say it's the melee attack. All right, with that, let's go with Arminus. You will roll your initiative for the party.
Awesome. Okay, here we go. The old D6.
Oh,
One.
1. Let's see if I can beat a 1. A 3. All right, with that, I'm going to start swinging here. That's going to hit poor Gaius. And Gaius drops. Yeah, he's dropping off. He falls unconscious and starts shifting down the river. Let's see, roll the other guy. That one misses. Tiberius parries the blow. And the guy up top will continue to bleed. And with that, we go to Arminus. Your attack.
Okay, I'm going to move to flank him, and then
Okay.
I will take out my bastard sword and two-hand him with it.
Go for it.
Here we go. 18!
Roll your damage.
Here we go, boys. 6 plus 2, so 8.
Okay.
Damage.
All right. So the spear's still in him. You move, you sidestep, you bring out your blade, you cut across his back, you slice all the way down, you crack his spine in half as his body falls backwards.
Ooh, NC-17.
That's it. And then he also floats down.
Okay.
All right, and with that, we also now move to our other melee friend, which is now going to be Goon, the magician. So you see this blood splatter go in front of you, but you've still got your charge.
Yeah, but I think I'm just gonna try to move up next to the other guy. I
Here.
can move a 5-foot.
Yeah, you got it. All right, make your attack. Oh, yes!
Yeah!
Tased! All right, so I'm unfamiliar with this spell. What does this do?
It's 1d8 plus 3 damage.
Roll it. D8 plus 3. All right, so 5 damage on him. Okay. Is there any other effects on that, or is it just that damage?
Nope, just that.
Do you keep that spell on?
No, I used it. Yeah.
Now that's it. So that's I got it, man. Okay, so all right, so you did 5 points of damage. You see this electricity kind of going through him. So between the light of the electricity going off, the flaming horse running about and kicking in the water, we've got plenty of light sources. And now let's go to our ranged friend. So let's go to our assassin, Azarius.
All right, we're gonna try to put one in and hopefully not get our buddies in.
You can shoot the magician in the back.
No, please don't.
Now, do I get 2 on this round or 1 on this round?
Just 1.
3, 2.
Gotcha.
Gotcha. Here we go.
Actually, if he did one last round,
He does. Yeah, you
shoot
get 2. Yeah.
There we go. There was the first one, and here's the second one.
That's a miss. And that's a hit.
That one's not.
There we go.
That one's not. That
All right, we'll
connected.
take it. D6 plus 1. 6
Okay.
points of damage, I believe.
All right, with that, you shoot this one also, like, it kicks into the side, like, right off the side of his neck. He starts, like, rolling back. So he's got electricity. He's got an arrow sticking out of his neck as he kind of looks about, just flailing crazy, calling out for help. And with that, don't we have another pelting coming?
Yeah. So I will lay into him with the final 2 arrows that he should need, I hope.
Not with that one.
That one's a miss.
Yeesh.
That one is 14 AC 5.
Does he get a minus to his defense because he's flanked?
Yeah.
Defender is
probably
flanked -1. Yes, then it does hit.
Okay. So D6 plus 1. Nice.
Whoa! All right, with that, the arrow goes into the square of his chest, and he falls over as well. So with that, you have slain the other beastman. He also begins to float down the river. They go and check. Tiberius goes to check on poor Gaius. Is dead.
He's dead?
He's dead.
Oh boy. I'm gonna run over and check up on the girl that got beat up.
You run up to check, and as you do find that Claudia and Maria are 2 of these 3 people. You also see another girl you're not familiar with. They're screaming hysterically that they were separated from the rest of the pack, and Claudia goes, "There's more, much more."
Are any of them injured or?
No, I don't know. The beastmen. There must have been 12 or 15 more.
Claudia, listen to me. Are you injured? Are any of you injured?
And she looks over, and it's Maria's friend. She is quite injured. Yes, she's bleeding off the side of her head.
I'm gonna take out my ale horn and give her some magic ale.
The best thing to do for an 8-year-old is to give them ale.
Well, it's 0%. Okay, I don't know. It's 100% magic, 0% alcohol.
All right. So she drinks out of your ale horn, and the wounds stop bleeding as the magic fills her. That's great. All right. So here's the information given. There are at least another 12 to 15 of these beastmen running up, and you're at the foothills of the mountains. You can see in the distance the mountain, and you realize that you're going to need a bigger party to go after them unless you want to stealth this. Now, the good news is you've got your family back and +1. Is there any? As you're doing that, let's go to our ranger friend. What are you doing?
I'm gonna get over towards where the rest of the party is, and if I hear them say that there's more, I tell everybody, go back and get more people, and I will track them, and I'll leave a trail. Watch for it.
Okay. So we'll kind of get everybody back over here. All right. Oops. Fail. All right. And with that, what is magician? What are you doing? What is Goon doing?
I look through Tiberius's corpse for coin.
No, Tiberius is alive. Gaius is floated down the river. On the other hand.
Gaius. Yeah, I'm looking for Erica.
You looking for Eric?
I'm looking for the coin to give it to Erica because I know he would need it.
Okay, all right. So you do find Gaius, and Gaius does have a small pouch with 9 copper and 7 silver pieces.
Might want to check the beastman.
He also has a falcata, just a short sword.
Yeah, I'll grab that too because one of us might need that. All I have is a dagger.
Okay. All right, so you grab his blade and his coin. And, someone in chat brought up the fact that it could be ginger ale. We don't know for sure. It could be ginger ale.
Asperilla brewed.
Asperilla. All right. And then, Azarius, what are you doing?
I am do what any good-hearted Ixian assassin would do, and I want to go loot the dead body of the big naughty guy.
No, the big guy at this point, his body has shrunken back down, given a few moments. And as you do see that he is wearing a very strange shield. It doesn't look like he obviously raided this from someone. It is very finely made. It's steel and it has engravings on the side of it.
Wow. Okay. I grab the shield and I say, I go, Arminius.
What?
These blasted symbols. I can barely see them with enough of the wine I've drinking. Here, you might want to take this.
Oh,
I kind of toss it to him.
Didn't you have the assassin had the killing blow, didn't he? He should probably have the shield.
I can, but I don't use the shield, man. It messes with my dancing.
As you pass the shield off,
enough.
you do look down, and the larger one was wearing a ring that catches your eye. You go down to pull the ring, and it's a black ring, and it's very strange. It's something you've never seen before. It's a strange black material. There's also a very large opal on the top of it. It's very ornate, and one, you're amazed at how nice this is, but also you're curious, where in the world did he get this? But it's a very strange black metal. Like it actually has like a shine and to it, almost like like the metal almost seems like a gem.
Okay, so it does show a level of craftsmanship.
Absolutely, yes.
Way above the level of the intellect of the beastman.
Correct.
Okay.
Before I forget, I'm going to try and reclaim my arrows.
Okay, so you're fletching your arrows as you're kind of crawling through the river. You're pulling arrows. Some are yours, some are someone else's, but they're arrows, right?
Yep.
I think I can detect magic too, so I think I might just do that real quick and kind of scan the immediate area, see if we paint anything or if anything.
You cast detect magic. The shield is magical. The ring is not, but you too look at the ring as you get closer and as you kind of like scanning and as he's holding this ring, you recognize from your studies that ring is made of star metal. And this is what happens when Australians roll a 99 at the right time. They get a very ornate piece of jewelry.
Nice.
Hey, man.
Nice.
I think that could buy a couple of arrows, right? So
we'll just
take this for our arrow fund, and the shield I'd like to give to whenever one of my party members can use it better.
Arminius, I'll give this to you. We're playing this loose. It's a magic +2 small shield.
Nice. I'll take it. I'll take it.
Right.
I'll buy that
actually,
for $1.
You can wear a small shield and still swing your bastard two-handed.
Right. Yeah. Without the bonus. Yep. That's what I was doing before.
Huge.
So.
That's cool.
Nice.
Yeah. So thank your friends in Discord today. They rolled Hout. So level 1 adventure. You get a magic anything is really good.
UPM.
All right. With that, our ranger friend has fletched his arrows, and he goes scouting up the hill. As you go scouting up, it is a climb at this point. There's no trail. They just scaled the side of this mountain.
Yep. All right. Whip out my climb as thief.
Okay.
Level 1. So I will pull out my rope. I have pitons and a hammer.
And you start climbing up. Okay.
Climbing and staking and climbing some more and staking.
Okay.
And I tell these guys, just look for the rope.
All right. Roll the climb.
All right. That's the 12, I believe.
You're good.
Yes.
You start climbing and scaling up the side of this mountain. As you do, you hear lots of barking and hollering coming up above. And also you hear sounds to be either the beating of a drum or they're banging on something. You're not quite. It's not a drum, but it's a very loud, almost like stick on rock, almost.
Right.
As you begin to make the ascent. You climb up a good bit. Now, you're about halfway up until you get to wherever this ledge is. As you're climbing up, looking back, what's the rest of the party doing as the ranger is climbing? Because that takes some time.
I'm going to take out my rope and wait in case he needs some more. I could toss some more up to him. Other than that, I'll just watch.
I will cheer you on. You're like the kid holding the flashlight for dad.
Yeah, exactly. You need more rope? I got more rope. That's it. That's all I can do right now.
All right.
Remember what I said, to go back and get more people. So.
Well, I don't know where they are. I already got my sister, and presumably her kid, right? So.
Yeah. Your mission here is done, right?
Yeah, my mission's done. I don't really care.
All right. What's the magician doing, Goon? You've detected all the magic. You've shocked everybody. You're spent.
Yeah. Well, I've got. I do have a couple spells left, but I'm not of use right now. So I'm just gonna hang tight here.
You will assist in holding the rope. Okay. And then our assassin friend, what are you doing?
I am going to search the area for any kind of flora or fauna and maybe set a trap of something so that I can find something that I can get some kind of maybe either poison or something to help us in our next endeavor. Whether it be from
you begin searching the area, and what you find is there is a pouch of gems that you uncover that looks like it was dropped, like kind of tossed aside from the Beastmen, almost like they didn't care about it.
Ooh. Well, yeah, we'll.
But there are
assassins fun.
There are four gems in there. One of which is a very nice opal. So I will list those, but there are four very nice. There's a pearl, an opal, a spinal, and a quartz in there. So you're just looking at that. As you're doing that, I like how Eric says that he lived well so far. Yeah, we're not done yet. We're not done yet. All right.
Hey, easy.
All right, with that, Eric is still climbing, so let's check back with the ranger. Give me another climbing check as you're still climbing up the side of the mountain.
Yep.
I still got more rope.
That's not good, but I'm on a rope and with Pethans, so I don't fall. I fall back some.
All right, so you slide down and create some noise. Give me just a second.
Yep.
Oh, good. All right, so you're fine. There's so much hooting and hollering and everything going up there that you don't make out much. But you do have time if you want to recover and give it another try.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay, go for it. That's okay. I'll give it to you with the rope.
Okay.
All right. So you climb up. You get up. You're just barely hanging on to the side. It's very hard with all the ice and everything as you're moving up. As you kind of creep through, the report that you heard is true. What you find is that there is a ledge here with a cave. There are probably 10 or so, maybe 12 of these. You do see that they do have some other villagers. No one that you recognize, but you do see they've got other villagers, and you do also see that there's a larger one there that has is carrying something about that has like has this. You're not quite sure what it is, but they like set this thing down like an altar, and it has this black skull engraved on it, which seems to be very odd for beastmen.
Yeah.
And as you begin watching, it seems that it's some type of really weird ritual that they're starting with. There's a lot of them, and you're going to need some help.
I take out from my pack a little piece of parchment, and I write down 10 or 15 doing some kind of ritual, need a lot of help, many villagers here, and I wrap it around an arrow, and I turn and I fire it down to the clearing where everybody else is.
Okay. All right. And with that, the people at the bottom, you get the message. The people that holding the rope, Arminus, you can open it up. And Arminus, aren't you a scribe? No, the scribe is up top. Who wrote it? Arminus,
I can read.
Can you read?
Yeah, I can read.
Oh, can read. Okay, I had to ask. You can never assume literacy in Hyperborea.
No. Arminius can read.
Okay. With that, he's calling for reinforcements. You go, and Tiberius sees that. He goes, "Yes, we know where they are now. Let's head back to town and marshal some forces."
Seems wise.
Okay. With that, the burning horse has abated, is extinguished, and with that, the party
return to its owner.
Yes, the party now returns, brings the 3 survivors back to town, and that is where we're going to pause our game tonight, as the party has recovered some treasure from some of the Beastmen. BG officially survived. Brian survived. I thought about dropping rocks on him, but I decided not to. He did live. But I will show this. This is the scene that he did see. So Eric, this is what you saw as the entrance of the cave. Lots of bones, lots of things happening up, and lots of the vermis, the Beastmen, are up there. So now we need to put up a mission board and rally some forces to go and scout this some more. So we will return later to our... Now we know that is, and I will add it to the map, that cave is here. So now we know where that's at. So it's here. So with this, we'll return to town, and now we must rebuild Entella. We have other missions going out in the area to rebuild and recover, and also to defend from future raids now that we know that these vermis are so close. And we've got to go save some villagers. So lots of ideas. If other DMs want to pick this up and run with it and have the next adventure, they can. Or I've got one in the next couple of weeks. We'll wait and see what everyone happens. Now, here's the fun part. I will post this on YouTube tomorrow once I edit down some of the looking up in the rules and all that kind of fun stuff. But the other thing is that somebody here in chat, not named me, must write up a small story of how we did this and put it in the journal of the story notes. So any player that wants to do that would be great. Doesn't have to be log. I'm not looking for the giant opus. Just a little cap of what happened, a journal entry. And that's what we'll ask for everybody that when we run these, is someone do that for us. Okay, so with that, thank you guys so much for joining us as we have kicked off our West Marches. If you want to play with us, you can join our Discord. We need players, we need DMs, as we are going to be playing more and more Hyperborea. And with that, we thank you so much.